everyone, and welcome back to Scribbled Sim. This is Sid, and today we are building a one bedroom, one bathroom home. We are building. It is wonderful. I named this lot Minimal Traditional, and it is up on the gallery. It is like I said, it's on a 30 by 20 lot, and it costs, completely furnished, it costs 82,416 simoleons. So that's how much it's going to cost for your Sims to move into this lovely place today. Yeah, right now I'm just building her up. I wanted to build something smaller than I normally build. I normally build really big, and so I was like, I'm gonna try to challenge myself to go a little bit smaller in my build because I don't know. Also, because my build videos tend to be so long, I wanted them to be a little bit shorter, so that was also um, what I wanted to do there. I had a little bit of trouble with the roof on this. As you can see, the eave poking out and everything. I end up shortening the eave on the one side in the final. I don't know if I show myself shortening it, but I do end up shortening the eave before I uploaded it to the gallery. I wanted to add these little window things jutting out of the side of the roof, but they weren't the right color. They weren't setting where I wanted them to set, so I just settled for having this brick chimney. There's no fireplace in this home, but with a little bit of rearranging furniture and stuff, you can probably add one in, no problem, and you should be fine. No worries. The main reason why I built this this house was because I wanted to do a kind of wraparound porch. I did only do it on the side and like the front of the house, because I was making a much smaller house this time. I do plan on doing like a very big wraparound porch type build in the future. So keep your eyes peeled for that, because I want to build my dream wraparound porch house. So we'll see how that goes. Again, my love for brick buildings shows itself. And I put more brick on there. I only used the half brick, half paneling this time. I don't know, I really like it. It's right across the street from the goth house. So it's amusing. I was having a really hard time finding windows that fit this front portion, and also windows that matched that window that would look good on the rest of the house. So it's quite the ordeal. It's so ridiculous. But I eventually find them. It's not these. I put all these on there, and then I realize I hate the way that looks, so I'm just gonna try to find a window that matches the ones that I picked, and then I end up finding something completely different that doesn't match, and I decide going with different ones. It's ridiculous how much trouble these stupid windows gave me. Anyways, while I'm window hunting, yeah, that's going on. If you're into Let's Plays, I put up my first Let's Play. It's on my channel. It's over there somewhere. And so you should go check that out, definitely. And if you don't, that's fine too. Just know I don't love you as much as the people who did check it out. Also, I'm probably talking to myself, because literally me and my husband are the only people who watch my videos. So, hi me, hi hubbo. My Let's Play is up. I guess let's watch my Let's Play. Alright. So yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with how it's looking right now. I'm digging it. It's got kind of very nice vibe going on. It's definitely what I envisioned, especially with that little half wrap porch, you know. And I was going to put this tree out there, but then I just thought that tree just didn't work for this build. Like, I know that like there's those little willows in the background with like the hanging moss and everything, and but I just felt like with the lanterns and stuff, it just wasn't vibing for me. I don't know why. I don't know. It just didn't feel like it belonged with this house. Like, this house was too, like, structured and modern. And you'll also notice that I don't go crazy with the landscaping. I usually go crazy with the landscaping and put tons and tons of, bushes and flowers, and I overlap them and I just go crazy. But like I said, this house is more structured. It's more manicured. It's minimal. It's supposed to have this like clean, well manicured, well maintained look. And so I was trying to really just stick with that as my guideline. Oh, I'm trying to make a swinging, like a hanging swing for the porch right now. I couldn't find anything that would work. I really want a porch swing. I think that would be adorable. Maybe one day we'll have it. I don't know. I would really like it. Yeah. Put my bird bath. I need to use those in a build too. Those like windows that curve up. Those are so cool. I'm just making a little part of the porch that comes down. And doing that. Looks cute. Alright. I also had to stop myself from putting vines growing up the sides of the house, because I love putting vines on the side of the house. I just think they're so gorgeous. And I don't know. But then I don't like... So here we're getting closer to completing the outside. If you see any pauses, A, I missed them when I was editing, and I don't feel like going and cutting them out. And B, those pauses are generally either me texting my husband back after he's texted me, or me staring at the lot trying to figure out what to do with it. So usually that's what a long, weird pause is. I did have a lot of trouble with this landscaping. I think it was because I wasn't letting myself go crazy. I was like reeling myself in. Like, no, you have to make sure you are deliberate and like you're not just putting stuff there because you like it. And like, it has to be well maintained, well manicured, well contained. So I let myself put like one container pot when normally I would like try and jumble them. I put flowers around these trees just because I wanted it to look a little bit more, like little things like that. Like, there's clusters of chaos here and there, but they're maintained chaos. So, it works. It works very well. I was going to use these benches from Debug because I thought, oh, I'll use these and then it won't cost money. And then I was like, but they don't look the way I want them to look. I want them to be white and ornate and very like extra. The hanging plants always give me trouble, no matter what. Like, they always give me some kind of trouble. Every time. But this time, not as much trouble as they did in my first build that I put up. So yeah, so I was gonna try and put a bigger fountain, but I thought that was a good enough fountain. And now I'm just putting dirt under the flower beds because I think that looks nice. It looks more realistic. This is where I realized that back porch needs to be a little bit bigger. But yeah, like just putting some dirt underneath the flowers to make it look more realistic is what I was doing. And I wanted to put some pots out for gardening. So there's those. I love them. Let's make this bigger, she said. Because I wanted to put like a little umbrella, table, and chairs. I love those. I was going to put that there, but then that's when I'm like, no, these are going to go on the porch. because that'll be adorable. I love it. I think it's so cute. Put some more flower pots out there. Some rugs. I changed the color of the barbecue later. I picked red because it was like, you know, classic in my brain, and then I was like, it doesn't look right with the color scheme I've got going on. I just put the fence on like some stilts essentially, so that way they look a little bit more put together. Alright, now we're doing the inside. We just put down some flooring. We paint, all the walls are the same. This is different for me too. Normally every room is a different color, has different, you know, flooring and everything usually. They usually tie together, but this time I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to do everything, same wall color, same flooring, and then we'll just work from there. So that's what we kind of did for this. I just wanted it to be, you know, just maybe like just a little couple living here with their pupper, or one sim. I don't know, but it can comfortably fit two. I change around the bathroom later. I make it a little smaller, and then I make a little like cubby for the washer and the dryer that you can get to from the kitchen. And I was gonna try and make it a like closed off room with like a door, but it didn't work so well. Like I tested out, and I'll show you like the changes that I make in the video itself. I'm just trying to figure out what dresser I want in this bedroom, because I still want it to be very light in color, not too dark, because the walls are already so dark. So I feel like that lends itself to making sure we have, you know, light colors on the walls and everywhere else. I really like that swatch in those curtains with like this little gold going down. Like, those are adorable. I wish I had curtains like that in real life. I would love them. They'd look so good. I have a dark green wall, and it would just look so cute. So yeah, so we go for some gold accents, some more white accents, just little things that we can put. I love that little journal. I figure this person has like a little dream journal. Put an umbrella rack, little plant. I didn't go real heavy with clutter on this build, just because, like I said, I feel like they're very neat, very like, you know, we put our things away, we don't just leave them on top of everything kind of people. They're very neat people. So yeah, then I go on to furnishing the living room. I thought this was a perfect opportunity to use the new bookcase that we got with Moschino, which I end up using. I realize that TV's huge, and you could probably get a smaller one, but I figured, you know, everything in this house is so minimal, so like, you know, clean and everything. Also, I dwelled on that table for a really long time because it was called Tabula Rasa, and that just, like, there's an episode of Buffy called Tabula Rasa, and so I saw that, and I was like, I wonder if they reference that, but it's not just a Buffy reference, it's a Latin saying there in and of itself. And then I love that wall fixture. I put it in the kitchen. It looks great, but I found a lot of lights that I thought looked like modern and sleek, but also like fun, that would work in this space. So I got like a little crazy. I love the candle stands. I've been wanting to use those, but I just use them. And then here we have the new bookshelf. I just put a couple things in there. I didn't want to do too much, like overdo it, because I was like, you know, I'm trying to find something to put on this empty space. And everything's just too colorful or too like crazy, or like, so it was just becoming an issue and a nuisance. Like, I didn't want things to look too bohemian. I didn't want things to look too, you know, whatever. And then I ended up going with these. I really like these because you get different swatches in like the same color scheme, so you can do like the 4 like next to each other like that. So I went with that. I really like this little wall hanging like neon, like almost like a signature on the wall. I thought that's a cute little accent. to use in the office over there. I just wanted it to be really clean in the office as well. Nothing too rustic, nothing too, you know. I struggle with this book. I want to put a bookshelf in there so bad, but it just wasn't fitting. It wasn't fitting. So I just went simple in here. Laptop, computer, or desk, chair. A little decor. Nothing crazy. Nothing wild. You know. There's some curtains. And we call it good. I struggle with the curtains in here too, because I was like, I need one that's like 3 wide, but it's not. Everything's 4 wide or 2 wide, and I suppose, you know, I don't know. I end up just going with these though. And then I have trouble picking out a rug. I end up going with that rug. In hindsight, I don't really care for it. I would change it, but it's already on the gallery, so what am I gonna do? Already. Kitchen, counters, fridge, that light fixture I was telling you about that I really, really like. And that was the main debacle, is like I didn't want to move that. I didn't want to move it. I put it above the stove, but I didn't want to move it and put the laundry room here. But I ended up having to. So I just made it a little smaller and put it above the stove. And then I tried to put doors here, but I tested it with a sim, and it just didn't work. With a doorway, it didn't work with an archway. So I ended up having to take that wall out entirely. See, I moved that light fixture there, which I really love that light fixture so much. There's a small little table for a little eating nook, you know. And then here's where I have the doors there, because I think that'll work, and I'll play test it. So I play tested it, and it did not work. So then later on, I just clipped in where I fixed it right here. I tried that. That doesn't work at all. As you can see, I'll go into live mode in a quick second and like test it, and no, it doesn't work. So then I take that out, just remove the wall entirely, and then just put that. I take that top shelving unit out and just move the bottom one up in the end. So anyways, that's gonna about wrap this up. So thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, and there's gonna be screenshots. Subscribe if you like the content, and go check out my other videos if you want. Alright, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.